Because when did you fall in love with comic books?
Comic books, I like comic books since I was a kid, man. I can't even tell you an age. I just know I used to draw a lot. And the
Hmm.
biggest thing that happened was, I used to like reading, but I was more into manga. So the comics I was into when I was a kid was I like the Sonic joints, the Sonic comics, Mega Man, stuff like that.
Yeah, I
So I
love
kind of liked a little bit of the niche stuff. Now, here and there be some Marvel stuff I like, but mainly it was like Sonic. Now, when it came to the
it.
manga though, I was into the Naruto. I was into the big three when they first
Okay.
dropped in Shonen Jump, and I used to collect
Okay.
them Shonen Jumps all the time. So like it was crazy, bro. I used to cop them from the grocery store because we had a grocery
Hmm.
store called County Market in
Hmm.
town. I used to get a free sugar cookie, and I used to go over there. Back when we used to have things for free back in the day. Yeah, so I used to go there, and what I would do, I would end up grabbing grabbing a free cookie, and then while my family was shopping, I would go to the comic section. I'll read comics until they was done grocery shopping and stuff. Those, it's been a passion for me for a while as far as interests.
No doubt, no doubt. I always loved Sonic, man. And I was always the guy too off the grid. Even with big games, I would always like it would always be Mario Brothers or Ratchet and Clank, and I was always with the adventure. It's got to be coins, man. Like this, I
Yeah,
need side quests. I need things to do. Like that was always my focus. I was really never into the RPGs, the Call of Duty. I was always just a big kid. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, y'all gotta kill yourselves. I'm gonna sit over here, go to the point. But how did you learn to draw? What was your origin like? You self taught?
self-taught for the most part, but I took classes and stuff from school. But I had, every artist normally had kind of a little crew. You and the homies be drawing, and you got all these ideas, and then y'all all kind of biting off the hottest thing right then. So we was
Whatever's
at the
trending.
time we was into Naruto real tough. The early Naruto, Bleach,
Yeah.
One Piece. Really
Okay.
didn't bite much from One Piece, but Naruto kind of was that staple. Naruto and Bleach, that was the hitters right
A
there.
lot of fan art of that.
Yeah, so I watched Naruto from the beginning to the end. So I was like, man, I remember when this shit first dropped when I was a kid, and then even when it finished up, I was like, wow. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty much self taught, man.
So on your self taught journey, what was it most like doing? Like learning the anatomy? Was it just did you give yourself? Did you watch tutorials? What was your journey like?
So my early journey, so my journey a bit different. So I started out as the kid phase, kid, go through high school, all of that. I did all the phases of that. Now, granted, I didn't know how to study art the first time drawing and stuff. I didn't really understand. It's an art to really study in art, and I
Yeah.
really just didn't understand how to improve certain things. I would draw a lot of stuff, but I didn't really understand how to really improve it. So a lot of things I would kind of keep doing wrong or stuff like that. And I really didn't understand how my brain worked. I didn't understand my brain, how it processed things until I got older. So a lot of stuff, if I would have had a little bit more guidance, I could have actually been better at drawing if I would have
That's
understood
interesting
how
that
to.
you said that. I never really looked at it. I mean, I observed it, but I never really put it into those words. Because once I finally realized I could make my own comic book and I came into this journey,
Yeah.
and then I always wanted to draw because I used to draw when I was little. So I always looked at the artist as the rock star.
Mm-hmm.
I always looked at it, there's no way. I always knew coming in. Nobody had to tell me, no video, no tutorial had to tell me that the way a person draws is the way he draws. And either he fits your style or the story that you're telling, or
Yeah.
he doesn't. But you can't make him. Oh, you can't like confront him and say, "Can you draw like in this style because I'm trying to do this story?"
Mm-hmm.
That does not work. You got to know, okay, I'm a horror. I got a horror story. The way this guy draws is dark and such, and he fits the style of the story that I want to tell.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to hunt for the creatives that you're looking for to tell your story. And I knew that off the bat just from my brief journey while I was young,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't put it into the words you just put it in. But I didn't understand how I was wired and how my brain processed data, of which I could turn that into creativity, right? And that's what an art style is. It's a
Mm-hmm.
representation of how that person collects data and interprets data.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes out as his art style. So I couldn't like philosophize and be so eloquent about it, but I always knew what I saw. And I always understood that because even when I was practicing the drawing, I realized I had people that I loved and styles that I loved. Now that I could go back, because hindsight is 2020. So when you
Right.
said those words, it was just very eloquently put. Like you didn't you were like aware enough to know now that you didn't understand that premise. And I can see now that you're understanding it. I can see like, okay, he's going into aura state. He's flow state. Because I see your IP. I see you using your colors. I see your style elevating.
Colors,
Even from the first time I came across to you, I just see you putting different elements in what you're doing, and it's showing in your growth of what the
yeah.
stuff.
The best part, man. So I guess to finish the question, so I went through
Mhm.
the phase, and then I had a real big gap with art. I kind of just put it off to the side. I was in college. I kind of was trying to just figure out life, man. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life. You know, we came up in an age where tech was slowly integrating. So YouTube was there, you know, but it wasn't like how it is now. You know, social media wasn't really booming like that yet. It kind of was just Facebook. You know, everything wasn't as connected yet like it is now. You can go anywhere, find anything now, just like that. Then when they got AI and stuff, they got that stuff integrating to help you find stuff even easier now. Like it's everything is so connected and integrated now to where growing up there was no way we could find that stuff. Even like anatomy books and stuff, you don't know a name if you don't know what you're searching for. So it's like I never even thought to study anatomy like that because the art teacher's only gonna give you so much. And then after
Mhm.
that, you kind of got to figure it out on your own. Like, all right, anatomy, like, how do I break this down? Like, am I doing just the base? You know, am I just drawing arms? You know, the biggest thing I learned in my later years. So the recap of the story. Let me finish that because I could talk all day about how I got where I am. But the main thing is, so after that gap, I went through my divorce from my first wife, and I had to figure out what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. And that took some soul searching and time. And then the biggest thing that I remembered at that time was that I loved art. I still love art. I didn't know how to make no money out of it. Like I didn't know what to do with it. So I just started painting just to feel better. Like I was painting, and then after a while, once I kind of started kind of figuring out like what I even liked as painting, then I started slipping into the digital side. Now the thing about digital was I had one of those plug and play things where you got to plug it up and draw. Them things suck, bro. But I was trying, boy. I was trying and I was figuring it out with Photoshop and all that. So after I kind of got a good, like once I graduated in 2017, I was able to get my first Surface Pro Fold. I got it for graduation. That's all I wanted. I just wanted a digital tablet that I can draw on. After that, it just started taking off. I was a social media was starting to kind of really boom around that time. I ran across some dope artists on IG. I started really learning. There's an artist I met named Oz, so they called him Art Oz. A lot of people remember the OG, but bro was like he was a monster when it came to the anatomy. And he was the one that really took me under his wing at the time and really just broke it down for me. And he was explaining a lot of stuff. So when I would start looking at other artists, I kind of started really understanding what I liked. Like, oh, okay, I like this, what they do over here. Oh, I like how they draw clothes. Oh, I like how they do like pose work and just how they work flow. You know, everybody had like a flow to their work, and you kind of start learning how to piece that shit together. Like you like that was the biggest thing that I learned was how to pull from all these different areas, and that's when I was starting to kind of learn. Okay, that's how my brain kind of process stuff. I need to kind of look at it for a little bit, But the thing about it that a lot of people wouldn't know, I had a lot of insecurity around that time, around my art. I kept feeling like I needed to be doing stuff like my peers. And that's the
Mm.
crazy part was like, I look back at old work now, I'd be like, dude, this stuff was actually dope. I just needed to understand certain stuff because when I recreate the stuff now, oh, bro, it's like night and day. I can recreate it easily now because I understand it now. Like, I understand it now. Like, like I really
Definitely.
understand when I look at my old art how I didn't really understand how to really put on paper the ideas I was getting. But now I could look at it and be like, okay, this is what I was doing. Take the roadmap, recreate it. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing. I posted a picture yesterday of an art piece that I did from about 10 years ago. I just wanted to see what he looked like. It was something that I saved, and I was like, I wanted to see what I do with recreating it. I just sketched it out. It was fire. I was like, oh yeah, I could definitely repurpose this. I don't like throwing stuff away a lot of time. I like to repurpose it for something else. So, long story short, because I can go forever on the journey,
So again, I do the same.
but that's how I got to where I am.
Okay. For the next one to ask, where did you get the name of your company, F Life?
If life,
Always seen
so at the
you.
time, one of my guys, Rudy, he was working with me at the time, and Infinite Life Creations has always been the name. That's where it
Oh,
started at.
Infinite
That's
Life.
what it was
Okay.
birthed as.
Mm.
Eventually, as I continued to do cons, I started doing cons around 22. That's when I did my first big con in LA. That's when I did my first Dream Con. That's when I started doing Comic Cons. Went out to LA and that just opened my eyes to like everything. I seen how booths was supposed to be done. Cause my first booth, bro, I got a picture of that junk. That junk was trash, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it
so
was
you learn because you're looking at everybody right next to you. You
like,
comparing.
man, like, hey, my stuff don't look like no booth, bro.
Yeah, like you
Like,
gotta stand out. That's the name of the game. So your creativity gotta be set in now. You know.
yeah, so I just studied it. So I just observed, I studied, I saw what I was missing. I had a few people that would give me some pointers. And what I would do every show, I would figure out a way to improve that setup. But I did
Yes, you showed
integrate
them some.
more of what's me to it. So now you can look at the booths. Now you can just see, like, man, dude got this sold up, bro. He know how to put this.
Now when I seen you from before, I seen you now, and it's like your drip from before. It's not like the same way you be put together your fist. I said I see the same way. I see his drip in his booth. You know what I'm saying
Yeah,
to
it's in
you?
the
So
booth. It's
definitely
how I
got your
dress. It's
personal
how I
touch.
show up. I always put
Yeah,
something
for
fire
sure.
on. I always like putting 5 fits on.
Yeah,
Got the
yeah.
five
It's gonna
kicks,
be
the
fine
five
though. I
fit.
agree.
I always got the hair right. It's just
Yes,
like you walk up, like,
sir.
man, who is this dude? Like, what he got going on?
Yo, you got the head wrap matching. I be like, yo, I'm feeling it, bro.
Yeah, so, but that's stuff that I like because I like fashion. That's why a lot of the characters dress the way they are. 'Cause I like fashion. Like, my
Yeah.
goal is to eventually I'm going to start a fashion line, bro. And I'm going to be
I
doing a
see.
lot of
You know
modeling.
who you remind me of? Nicholas Draper IV. Y'all both got the same thing because when he makes his characters, he
Yeah,
has the same fashion and he dresses the same way. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We had the same thing, so you guys remind me of each other. You
I
can see
appreciate it.
that
That's a compliment.
in your creations when you creating stuff. You like every character's gonna have a way they dress, and that's the first thing I noticed about him. I said, "Damn, all his characters have a detail, almost like I know what their wardrobe consists of just by looking at them." Because
Yeah,
I'll see one character in three different fits and already know his sense of style
yeah,
and where that character is flowing. And I was like, that's kind of ill. That kind of detail, paying attention to the detail like that,
yeah,
making sure everything looks like tailored. I'm like, yo, he really took his time on the fit and the cut. The
yeah.
fade me
Yeah,
crazy.
he always got the 5 cuts for sure. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
one thing I can say, it's kind of like a part of like integration because I look at a lot of things like spiritually, and the more I
Mhm.
integrated more of myself, the more I understood myself, the more that I understood what was me, what was true to me. Because I paint my nails and stuff now. Like, I've been
Mhm.
doing it for the past like few years, and my characters always had black nails, but it was natural for them to have them.
You see how the drip just moves right on? Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sure you don't even think about it. You just transfer.
Yeah,
But
so
that's what it is. You are God, and that's your creations.
yeah, so I ended up integrating. I actually had a guy that's been following me for years, super cool dude. He finally
Yeah.
asked me like about why did I paint their nails a certain color. I said, "Oh, it's just a part of me." Like
Yeah,
I
he
said
wouldn't
that
even
that's
know it if he knew you.
yeah. So I said I ended up like that's something that I liked, but I ended up finally taking a leap and I did it myself. And I felt more connected with the characters. Like I actually feel more like they
I
are
would
me.
imagine.
Why did I choose to
They're
give them black?
extensions of yourself. So really, they're extensions of you.
Yeah, so it's like, why did I get these dudes nails? Because it's like black nails, because that ain't like a normal thing somebody would do.
Yeah.
But even at the time, it just looked cool to me. And then when I did it, I was like, this still actually look cool because my responses when I
In
started
real
doing
life.
it, you'd be surprised that I had the most toughest, hoodest dudes or something you'll see. And they'll look at it
Yeah.
and be like, man, I ain't gonna front, man. That fit you, bro. That look fly. You be
Yeah.
like, what? like it's always the same response. Like everybody be feeling it. Like no matter what their background and stuff
Because
is.
it's not for you know what it is. I guess we all have a intuition to know when something is forced on someone, like
Yeah.
they're trying. But when someone is just doing just, it's just them. Then we go, damn man, I wish I could pull that off. We'll make statements like that because that person is just being yourself, and while you're just trying to force yourself into that
Yeah.
position. The person is just naturally like that. You know what I'm saying to you? And it
Yeah.
shows. You know.
So that's where the piercings and all that stuff came with, which I'm done with them now. I ain't doing no more. But that's where a lot of that came in, and I started really integrating fully into that world, and I just felt more of myself during that time.
I'm about to be 49 this year, and there's no hairstyle that I've seen now or back then that I did not have. Right? So and then like I already told my son now because I see how he's emulating the younger me. He has cornrows because I went through my cornbraid phase.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, he looked at me, he's like, yo, you gonna get braids? And I said, man, listen, this is my forever, the rest of my life hairstyle. I settled on this one. Less maintenance, the best, da 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 da. I can still switch it up with my barber. I'm great. I'm where I want to be. I've been everywhere, and I enjoyed every phase. I enjoyed when I had dreads. I enjoyed all those phases because I was different.
Yeah.
I dyed the tips brown. I put myself in little puffs I did it all, man.
Yeah.
It's just self-expression. So when people trip off of that stuff, I start laughing. I'm like, that's just the journey when a person is trying to find who they are. And then when they find a place that they love, that's where they settle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Yeah, I know for the locks have been something I've wanted since I was a child because I always wanted long hair. I just didn't understand, locks. I didn't understand what fit me at the time. And now that I'm older, I'm in my career, but I don't really care. Like I just do me. My bosses don't know what I could look like. They know I got piercings and shit. They don't care. Like
they accept who you are, this version of yourself.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the locks. I'm gonna grow them down my back, but I did know at some point I'm gonna cut them like halfway, and I'm gonna just cleanse them. And whenever I want to extend them out, I just add them back in.
That's true. You always got the options.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just do it like that, so that way I ain't gotta go buy no hair or nothing. I can just take them out the pack,
and
cleanse them real good, put them back in. It's my hair.
Yes, sir. Ain't that better than what you grew?
Yeah.
I'm growing up. What was your favorite character?
Fictional character. DC, Batman, Marvel, Iron Man. If we talking anime, Naruto, Sasuke always been my guy. Yu Hakusho, pretty much the big three of they whole crew, but Hiei was definitely my guy. That Dragon of Darkness Flame boy. I used to pack them boys up with that move. I was like, heck no. And them boys was looking like cinders on walls. Both Jin and Mugen from Samurai Champloo. I could go all day about the favorites, but them a lot of the main ones.
Those are the top ones. Your love for those characters, do you see those characters, that influence in the characters that you create now?
Oh yeah, for sure. Samurai Champloo, bro. I got a whole series that got inspiration from Samurai Champloo, Demon Slayer, all of that. That's the IP I'm actually gonna be launching later this year. It's called Southside Samurai.
Mm.
Southside
It,
Samurai. That one's gonna have a lot of Samurai Champloo influence, Demon Slayer, One Piece. It's gonna be a nice little hodgepodge in that one.
nice. Cause I didn't really even like suggest. I sat back and watched what I was creating, and I thought about all the Saturday morning cartoons I used to watch, and I
Mm-hmm.
was surprised that the things that I loved was really in what I was doing when I was looking at it, because I never
Yeah.
really did that before. So it was good to reflect and see how that little, your mind, what we say representation matters.
Yeah.
I think that's when it matters the most, because your mind is like clay at that age and it's being molded. And now when you come, you're a man and you can reflect, you start to see like, damn. So it really doesn't matter what you're exposed to, because if you're exposed to that kind, bad or wicked stuff, the trauma, you understand how trauma builds. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? The mind is just like clay. So representation really does matter. Um, what's your favorite artist, and do you see like his or her influence in your style?
Like artists. I guess if I wanted to be, I guess so. Van Gogh is one of my favorite OG artists, painters. I always loved Van Gogh. I actually got to see us. They had a event last year where they had a whole setup of all his paintings. It was like real dope, bro. It was like a whole display of all his work. It was like a whole event. So me and my wife had went to it, and that shit was cool. But Van Gogh's always been one of my favorite. That Starry Night piece always just spoke out to me. And then when I went there and I seen how many other paintings he had, like stuff that I ain't never seen before, because one of my favorite flowers is sunflowers. And he got so many sunflower paintings and pictures, and he really loves sunflowers. And I was like, it's something that kind of was like, I didn't even know that part that deep about him at the time, just because, I didn't look at everything. I just certain stuff that I liked and, just didn't put too much thought in it. I just liked it and it was something I vibe with.
Yeah,
Um,
you probably gravitate because you're vibrating on the same,
yeah.
resonating on the same frequency.
So, but artists, I got a nice little mix of them. I still kind of like a lot of the artists that I came up with, really. It's not really like any big artists or nothing that I just be like, oh man, every time they drop something, I'm on them. Nah, it's just a lot of cats I came up with. Like Oz, he'll be forever one of my top five for sure.
You
Uh,
see any Van Gogh? You see any Van Gogh influence in anything you do?
no,
Maybe consciously or
nah,
subconsciously?
it's certain things that I don't even worry about trying to incorporate. 'Cause I mean, I like sunflowers, but that ain't driving my work. It's just certain
No,
things
no.
is just truly just me because I got so many things I'm into, and my
Yeah.
mind is so spread out. It's just things I like. It's like it's
No,
really
but
not about
that's
it.
what makes you a great creator, because is you're noticing the beauty in everyday things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So a lot of stuff is really just influenced by things I like and stuff. I really can't say it's any favorites at this point. I got some peers and stuff. I love their work, but that'd be about it for me, man.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Oh, give us an introduction and a summary to your flagship title, The Charlotte Morse.
All right, pretty much. If you ain't seen my video, pretty much this is Shaolin Moores.
Yes,
Shaolin
sir.
Moore. Let me get to my page. This is always my pitch page right here. This the one
All
that
right.
everybody always get to see when they get to see the pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, so Shalimore is gonna follow the story of Yah. You're gonna go through his journey from a kid to a king. But the cool thing about it, you're gonna learn valuable lessons from not only him, but also his friends as well. Now, the unique part about him and his friends is that they all from different classes. You got Yah, rich rural kid, got money, spoiled, he used to everything going his way. You got Clotho. Pretty much, let me find a picture of Clotho real quick. Hold on. There's probably a better page. They got all three of them on there. Yeah. You got Clotho. Clotho, pretty much that middle friend that's pretty much, she understands both Yah and Void. So she helps them navigate their differences with each other so that they can work together. Now, the unique part about Void that homie from the trenches. He that one that pretty much, he didn't have to get it out the mud. He didn't struggle all his life. He's that the typical person. He's had to work for everything to get to where he wants to be in life. Now there's going to be a point in the story to where there's going to be a mass separation amongst their tribe. They got 13 tribes. It's going to be a mass separation amongst their whole tribe. Once this happens, now you're going to have to see how they got to overcome their own differences with each other so that they can work together to bring everybody else back together. So, and the
Mm.
main thing about it is this story is about unity. It's about, no matter what class, color, background, way of thinking, it really don't matter. If we're working toward that common goal, we can accomplish anything. And that's from my personal experiences in life. That's from things I see all the time. When people really on the same page, in alignment, or on that same vibration as, if you're all in alignment, I swear, bro, stuff skyrockets so fast when you got multiple people manifesting the same thing. When y'all all working toward the same goal, working toward that same vision, and you find like-minded people that's really in it for real, that really believe in it, that really is trying to get it there, and they not out for self like that. Man, that stuff will shoot to the stars, bro, real quick.
Yeah, bro. For sure. Faith of the mustard seed right there. And then when I was reading it, beautiful color, beautiful interiors. I love your narration of the story because it was very narrative and thing, but it really brought me into the world, what was going on there.
Yeah.
And then it just went cold. It went black and white. So then it felt when we went into the villain stage. Was that on purpose?
Yes. So during the
Okay.
coloring phase, we was crunched for time, but we had some ideas. And I was like, man, you know
Um,
what? It'd actually be kind of cool because I kind of seen it. And I was like,
Yeah,
man,
it blew me back. I was like, this feels like a mistake. But the more I started going into it and started to realize what part of the book that I was in, into the other side of the book, I said, well, this is kind of it's setting the mood. It's like if someone put on the
yeah,
right music or turn on the light or whatever, it
yeah.
felt like that's what happened in that
Yeah,
part.
so
So as
that's
a
and that's
reader,
and that's the thing is like Philip, when me and Philip was talking about it and he was inking it and coloring it and doing, that part. 'Cause I got two artists that work on it with me. It's Philip Johnson and I got Albert Sawal, and they both knock it out. We all knock it out together. Go through the approval process. That was the thing. This book taught me how to really produce books from front to
mm,
back.
always your first. That's what my first taught
I can I
me.
can replicate this like nothing now. I had to go
It's the
through it
formula. You
though.
gotta get your formula down
I had to get the
pat.
formula down, and that it took me a couple years to really figure it out. Like
Yeah,
putting
that's the hardest part.
deadlines, all that stuff, learning who to work with. Like it really taught me a
Mm,
lot about how to really put that stuff together, man.
connecting the
So
dots.
it ended up getting to that point to where once got the formula down, and that's what I'm saying. We figured out why we was doing that coloring phase, that black and white is pop, bro. And it was like, you know what? I actually like that because the villain is, he drains things. He drains
Mm.
everything completely of life.
I swear to you, I'm giving you the most truthful feedback that you could get because I didn't open the book with any preconceived notions. I just seen cover art, seen the thing, I liked it. I was like, okay, let me get into the world. Went into the world, and as soon as that felt came, it's like I was in outer space. Like everything felt cold and frigid. And before I felt warm, I felt loving, I felt my imagination. I wanted to see the city. I'm looking at the backgrounds that you're drawing because, I like to get into the scenery, the setting. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm reading and I'm smiling and then boom. And I never forget it because I read it on the whole train ride and I was really immersed in it, and I really felt cold towards the end. And I was like, I don't know if this was on purpose, but if it was genius.
Hey, when I tell you, man, the universe be working, bro. And when
Yeah,
you,
it
like I
does,
said, when you
man.
get the right people that's in alignment with what you
Yeah,
trying to really
with your
build, the universe
vision,
will
man.
put the right people there to
Yes,
get it to where it's supposed to be. And that was
yes.
the one thing. Once I ended up hiring Albert later, and that was it. That was I needed him. We redid the whole book, fixed some things, took critiques from the first time around, and redid it, perfected it, redid the cover. Like we could completely made it a whole different book. And
Mm,
that's like this. That's the new version of the book. That's like this one. This is
okay.
the remastered edition.
Mm.
We took everything that we learned from that first time around, and we went ahead and just overhauled it, bro.
You
Brought
did,
it.
cause I'm longing for the warmth again, bro. You left me cold, B. I'm
It ended
ready
with
to
a
get
It
back
ended with a
to the
sunset, you know.
other. You play with my emotions. That's great. It's got to evoke emotions, even if you hate it. If you work hard or something, and it
Yeah,
just
and you know
and it doesn't move you in any way, then you messed up.
for issue one, we got the cover ready, and the new books they actually got previews in it now. So they got the
Okay.
first 4 pages of the next issue and stuff. We already halfway done. We just been knocking it out.
I can't wait. I'm definitely waiting to get the next issue, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Amazing, amazing, bro. It really, I said, damn, man, I learned something reading this book. You know what I'm saying to you? How you can just switch it to. I even thought about that. I'm like, this is a half and half.
excuse me.
I was like, oh, all right, but it did what it did. I think it did what it was supposed to do. So I was just looking for the confirmation from you because
Yeah,
that's how I felt. So if that's what your intentions was, then you
it
definitely did.
happened during the coloring process where we really
Nice.
saw like, nah, we should do it this way. This looks fine, and it gave the overall vibe where we wanted you to really feel like this dude's like pow. He ain't flexing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. You just see that he got the world in a chokehold
So
overseas,
cold
boy.
ass.
He got it in a
He gonna
chokehold,
turn
boy.
your water off, man.
Bro, they dying over there, boy. They sad.
You can stop the rain. I
Yeah,
felt
you
like he
got
was a
cat.
white Lamar, like he was coming to turn niggas water off.
Yeah, you got cats running and shit, boy. They like, oh no.
He the man for sure. All right, what other titles are you all cooking up? What you cooking up in the kitchen, man? Any little side meals?
Oh yeah, for sure. So pretty much, we got that compilation comic coming out later this year. That's gonna be a preview of all the current IPs that we got coming soon. So it's gonna have
Okay,
Neotropic
that's a
Rhapsody.
preview.
It's gonna have Southside Samurai. It's gonna have the Coleman Clan, which is a book about my family and my kids. I'm making a comic
Yeah, I
book.
be seeing you doing your little pictures of yourself. I was
Yeah,
like, the one with the pencil is hard, bro. I love that one, man.
yeah.
That's
So
hard, man.
yeah, that one's about me and my kids and my family, like family life, stuff like that. That's on my project. I wanted to teach them how to really like put books together, let them promote it, really teach them the business of things. And then
Yo, they stole your face, bro. I just got to say, man, they all stole your face. You got some strong genes, brother. You marked your trial for sure.
man,
You
it's
don't need
crazy
no,
because they
you
never
don't
come
need
out.
no
They
test
never
or
come out
nothing,
really
bro.
looking like that. It's like after about that month or two. That's when the looks just take over.
Yeah.
They,
I was like, this guy don't need no test or nothing. He ain't gotta go to court.
I don't know. I got tests on all of them now.
Nah,
Hey,
some niggas get up like, nah. Like, so my kids, I'm like, yeah, you got me, man. You got me.
yeah, nah,
It is.
it's like
It's a blessing,
that's what I'm saying.
bro.
They looks really don't come in until a little bit later. Like my oldest
Later,
son,
yeah.
he looked like more like his mom for a while, and after a while, it's like my face kind of took over. He got his mom
It
genes,
took
like his
over.
lips and little stuff, nose and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
then
she
my
lost. They gave a good fight. She gave a good fight here, and they come around. But
yeah,
your record is clean, B.
yeah. Now my
You
my
on some
baby
Mayweather
boy,
shit.
my newborn, he looks like me, but he does have like a perfect blend of me and his mom. Because his mom is Indo Caribbean, so he got her
Uh,
hair for sure. He got her hair.
oh
He got the
man, he
big
gonna be
eyes and
heartbreaking.
stuff. But he
Yeah,
do got a lot of like my build, like body build and stuff like
I
that. He
definitely
definitely
look
took a
like he
lot
look
from
like
me.
you. Man. I think they all look like you. But everybody is subjective.
Yeah.
It's definitely subjective. But you there, they know. But you blessed, my brother. You definitely, and I know you know
Yeah,
that.
I appreciate it.
Know that. Does your company only publish your comic books, or do you provide other services
We
from
do
like
logo work, we do character work, we do produce books for people that are looking for artists to pretty much work on
Okay, so y'all,
books.
you do sequential artwork. It's not just yours. You do panel work and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do all of that. It's
Okay.
pretty much client work. You got somebody you need to work
Okay.
on some stuff. Hey, reach out to us, send us their request. We'll read over it. We'll schedule a meeting, Then we'll go from there, and then we'll price you. Basically give you
So if somebody has a script, they're gonna submit the script to you guys, and what do you take care of as far as the process? You do the pencils, inks, colors.
Now
What
me,
part?
I pretty much just review it. I
Mhm.
review it, and then I hand it off
Okay,
to the team. Philip, he
gotcha,
gonna
gotcha.
handle that storyboard and comic process, and then Albert gonna handle them colors. Like as far
Okay.
as characters,
I
I
just want to
will
know,
design the. So if it's like
but you
original
do
characters
from
and
the
stuff, I
start to the
can
finish.
design them for them.
Okay, no, you do the start to the finish though, from the pencils all the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
to
yeah,
the colors and the
yeah.
lettering.
We do the whole thing.
Gotcha,
So if
gotcha.
somebody's
So
looking for somebody to just start it out, now if you're looking for a colorist or something like that, we still do the same process. We quote it, let you know how much color's gonna run you. You pay for that, and we hand it off. And then basically for each page, we go through a review process. Hey, this what it look like. What's your thoughts? And then we just go through it. All right, cool. You stamp it. All right, bet. We send it back to the factory, put it in the finished pile. Go to the next one, and we just continue to repeat. That way we not redoing, we not overloading ourselves. We get it done first time
mhm.
around.
That's the best way to work. That's the best workflow for me that I see at least. That's
Mm-hmm.
the best. Yeah, put it to the bed. Next one, next one. Then when we done, send it over and transaction. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And
Keep
since
it
we
nice
do our
and
own
simple.
publishing and stuff too, we print our own stuff, and so we can handle the publishing side of it too. If they need a publisher, you
Yeah,
know,
you could do from rooter to tutor if I don't want to be
no, that's what I'm
or
saying. That's
something.
what
You
that's
know,
what it's there for.
yeah.
Like
So from
we could do it
conception
all.
to script, pencils, inks, colors, lettering, printing, and then if you're already in agreement that it's a great title, you could even publish on the Infinite Life. So,
Yep.
all right, I just want to make sure so that
Yeah,
any viewer viewing
that's
the
what that was
podcast.
what was part of the rebrand, was to pretty much be able to produce projects from beginning to end.
Nice, nice. All right, so you basically vertically integrated. I love that.
Yeah, we're a studio. It's not just me.
Studio full blow, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you love and what do you hate about the comic book business?
Um. Honestly, I don't even care. I don't worry about that stuff. I'm indie.
Okay.
Indie, the
Yeah.
trenches of
Me
comics.
too. If you vertically integrated, you just you enjoying the process,
Yeah, hey,
basically.
I'm doing my own thing. I go out, I get support. I get support from all nationalities. I
Mm.
ain't worried about it, man. I'm not in the comic world like that. I'm in the indie space. The indie, we all know it's the trenches over there.
Definitely, we definitely the ones that get it out the mud.
Indie ain't
The
easy.
muddy
It's like, sure, if
mud.
you can sell a book in indies, you good. Cause
Shit, like Jay Z said, I sold crack. I guess if I could sell CDs.
hey, cause sure,
You know,
everybody ain't selling in the indies, bro. Boy, you go over there in the
that's
indie
for sure,
section,
bro.
some
That's what
folks
I
be
tell
sitting
you.
on their whole stack by the end of the weekend. You like, dang, bro, how much you selling them for?
All right. What milestone must you reach in art and comics for you to say to yourself that you made it?
uh, I haven't really set like a milestone just yet. I will
Mhm.
say one of the main things is once it's to a point to where every month, revenue online revenue outside of just shows and stuff like that, just that complete circulation where all that money is being put back into the business to help continue with production. That's the main goal right now, is because I don't want to always use Kickstarters. I do want to get to a point to where I don't
Yeah.
need them anymore.
Yeah, you want to wean yourself off
Yeah,
of
I
it.
want to but I'll use them as long as I need to just continue to keep
Yes, yes.
pushing
It's
things
still a
forward.
tool to be
But for the
used. Yeah.
most part, I pay for the stuff out of pocket anyway. So I'm trying to
That's
pretty
the phase
much,
I'm trying to get into. It's hard getting into that part.
yeah. So I'm trying to
It's
get it to the point to where I'm making enough from either shows or online to where I don't have to pay out of pocket anymore. It's paying for itself now.
self sufficiency and it being able to run on its own is always be my goal. And then the last thing for me is being able to live off of it.
Yeah,
Whatever that number is. It
yeah.
ain't gotta be a million, it ain't gotta be a billion. But if I could pay my real life bills, light, gas, phone, rent, then
Hmm.
I think I made it where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Especially living up my passion.
right.
Shit. I'm a construction worker, bro. I work hard, so if I could ever make a switch
Yeah,
and live off
I'm in the tech
what I
field,
manifest,
so
then forget
tech
it.
tech cool. and I like it, but I don't see it being to the end of my life type of thing. You know, it's fun, but the day I don't really have to do it anymore, I'd be cool about it because I feel more fulfilled doing this.
Yes, fulfillment, bro. You don't learn that till you get later in life.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna let over my last question. Any advice for the aspiring artist want to start a studio or comic book creator want to publish his own comic book? Any advice you would have for them?
man. The biggest advice I would give any artist that wants to produce, like really want to put a project out there, learn how to handle business. Learn how to sell yourself. Learn how to pitch what you got. Because you can have gold, and if you don't know how to sell it or tell nobody about it, it's going to sit on that shelf. So be more comfortable in who you are. Embrace who you are. You don't. It doesn't matter if a person feels some way, because I guarantee you, one person don't like it, about 10 that will. It just depends on how you carry yourself. You know, be a person of good character. Do right even when the situation may not call for it. You know, still do right anyway, because I guarantee you things still gonna work out for you if you're doing right by people. If you're doing right by business, you're doing right by how you're going about things, you're being fair. Hey, that energy always come back to you, man, no matter where you at and where you going in life and what's really happening. And the thing is that you always want to maintain that level, that type of energy, regardless of what's going on, because, you know, life got a way of showing you how you've been living. So as an artist, the biggest struggle that I see with a lot of artists, like I said, is to recap it. Learn how to pitch your work. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to connect with people. Like that pitch that I gave you, I have to had to refine it so many times to where I found
I
out
know I've
something
been
that
working
can.
on mine.
I found out a way that it was something that was universal, that I didn't have to change it anymore. It was something that connects with no matter what color, race, whatever. It connect with everybody, and that's what I had to find was that sweet
Get your
spot.
point across. Yep. Get your point across in the most clear fashion you can.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the objective. All
Mm.
right, so I always end up all my interviews with a little game, and it's not it's called this or that. So there's no right answer.
Okay.
It's just whatever you take preference for at the moment. That's all.
Okay.
So start off with the first one: Sega or Nintendo?
Sega.
No doubt. The second one: Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Man, I know what he like. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Avengers or X-Men?
Ooh.
That's the reaction I look for.
I had to kind of think about that one. I mean,
yeah, that's what I
Avengers is kind of what come to mind first, but I always rock with the X-Men.
Yeah, that's what I guess because of the overall message.
Yeah, it's like the Avengers is kind of like that unity of everybody. You know, his Avengers first thing come to mind, but X-Men, I was tough on them when I was young.
For sure, they definitely raised me.
Yeah, because you know they like everybody different, and they always like the outcast or something like that.
Yeah, it's the outcast theme that we
gravitate. So I always connected with them.
The outcast. Thanos or Darkseid?
Thanos.
Manga or comic books?
Manga. Well, actually, I like both, but manga is my natural draw.
Definitely. Frosted Flakes or Cornflakes?
Frosted.
French toast or pancakes?
Ooh. Pancakes.
All right. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke. Coke Zero.
Batman or Superman?
Batman. Easy.
Yeah, that's my guy. Biggie or Pac?
Pac.
No doubt. Where would you rather live? Wakanda or Asgard?
Ooh. Man, I would do Wakanda for the cultural experience.
Yeah, I tend to go left because I know most people go say that, but I'd rather be in Asgard.
Yeah, it's like Asgard is naturally like if they had like the Wakanda
this
vibe.
This is my reason. Hear me out. the most powerful weapons in the Marvel universe has passed through Asgard at one time or another.
Yeah, naturally, I would want to go to Asgard. That's what I'm saying. For the
I'm
culture
gonna find
experience,
everything there.
for the
All
culture
the
experience,
stone
I want
came
to go
through
to
there.
Wakanda because I like the dripped out clothes. I'm out there.
But you know what? From Asgard, I can discover the whole Marvel universe
Yeah,
because every mythical thing, the rings, the stones,
yeah. You could take the
the
Bifrost everywhere.
the
So
bar, you could go anywhere. Like you don't understand. It's the access. It's like being in the kingdom of Yah. It's the leading kingdom in the Marvel universe.
yeah,
Like,
as that's what I'm saying. Like
I
if it
could go
wasn't
to
for if
anywhere
it
from
wasn't
here.
for the culture experience, easily because I want to go check out and look into Valhalla and see what they got going on.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I feel
I
you.
love the Norse, bro. Actually,
Definitely,
I
bro.
gotta show you
And
this
I could
too.
go to
Hold up.
Wakanda too from Asgard. I could basically Bifrost down straight to the.
Actually,
Anyway, there's no right answer. I just the way I look at
yeah. So
it.
check this. I ain't announced it yet, but
Yeah.
this gonna be a little side mission.
What's that say there? Valhalla. What is it like Charlotte Moore than Valhalla?
Yeah, so basically, I got a side story that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be just a few issues, but it's basically
Yeah, okay,
gonna
like
be
a quick
Ra.
run.
It's gonna be King
Uh-huh.
Ra doing some side quests.
What? Side quest of Valhalla is crazy.
Yeah,
But
like I've been wanting to
hey,
do.
man, that's where the gods play, baby.
Yeah, hold on. This what this like. Y'all might have saw me post this, but that's where that look came
Yeah.
from.
Oh, cause I was like, yo, I be seeing you do. I was like, okay, he probably just putting his OC in different fits. But I was
Nah,
like, yo, this fit's crazy, and he got the owl. That represents wisdom.
yeah.
so,
So nah,
so I was like, I
that's
don't know where he going with this one, but this fit is dripping. I just figured switch
yeah.
it up the
I
drip.
do. I
You
tend to
do
do
that.
that, but nah, this
Yeah,
one we
you
got
do
this.
that a lot. I love it. Don't get me think. I love that
Yeah,
shit.
nah, that's gonna be the Nordic story. So he gonna be going out to
What? That
Valhalla.
shit is
He
crazy.
gonna be
That's
dealing with
lit.
Odin them and stuff.
Oh, the visuals gonna get
Yeah,
crazy.
that one only gonna be a few issues and stuff, but I just wanted to be able to just,
Make
I
sure you give
love
Odin an
Norse.
animal too, man. Give him an animal too. I love when niggas got an accompanying animal.
Yes,
There's
that's why he
something
got
about it when you
the
got an
owl rolling
accompanying.
with
That's rare. Oh, okay, I can't wait. Now you get me excited.
him.
let me finish my game. Oh, 13. Thundercats or Transformers?
You said 13 who?
No, no, no. Sorry, I said it wrong. Thundercats or Transformers?
Ooh, Transformers.
All right. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars, easy.
All right. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Lambo.
Okay. Beer or wine?
Oh, wine.
Joker or Lex Luthor?
Joker.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Attack on Titan or One Piece?
Attack on Titan.
And last one is a question. What's the greatest fictional villain of all time?
Fictional villain.
The greatest of all time. Fictional, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be superhero. Just whatever story you pick, once it's fictional.
Man, one of my favorite villains, man, because it's one of my favorite anime, period. My number one anime is Yu Yu Hakusho. Toguro was one of the most dopest villains, like, ever. Like, because you see how conflicted he was. It's like he made the wrong choice, got the demon body, hated it, and he just wanted to go out by somebody that could really, like, do him in. And it's like he changed and he regretted what he did, but he couldn't just change. Like he couldn't just like convert over to good. Like he done already made the choice. He done already went to the point of no return.
He's too far gone.
Yeah, it was too late. But he wanted to die. Like so he ended up finding his former lover partner, like basically got dead up by her apprentice, by her protege. And he was doing everything he could to make
Yeah.
dude crash out on him. I mean, boy, he was trying to take his partners, like
Like, kill me,
he did it
please.
all to get
Death
killed.
wish.
Like that's all he wanted to do was die.
That's crazy.
So you
I
think
never
about
did
it, bro. He
know
was the
that.
most
About
one of the most conflicted villains ever. Because not only
that
did he
sounds
have the
crazy. That
power,
sounds like a total crash out. Like, kill me
yeah, he
now.
bro, he could have killed everybody easily. He didn't want
Yeah.
that. He was like, "No, you need to get your weight up,
Yeah,
bro."
cause I'm trying to envision it. I haven't seen the anime, but I'm laughing about something because that's a great story.
Yeah, because I mean, bro, even when he got finished off, bro, I still
Yeah.
remember how that doggone how that spirit gun ate that boy up. Boy, I was like, God, dog, what? It's like he was just
Yeah.
happy. He just felt fulfilled, bro, just to get toe in like that.
I like that. That's a good story. As a writer, that's something I would
Yeah,
play with.
cause
That's
like,
an interesting. That's a funny villain. I would definitely get
cause
caught
some,
up with
cause
that.
some, cause that's the
I'll check
thing.
it
You know,
out.
sometimes people try to redeem characters or try to.
Yeah.
Some characters are unredeemable, bro.
I like when they just have that awareness. Like, listen, I'm too far gone. Let me just do this one last act of integrity, and then I'm
Yeah,
on. Even movies like that where they was been fucked up the whole movie, and then you be
yeah,
like, oh, then you end up crying because that motherfucker give his life for everybody. You know what I'm
yeah. It's
saying?
like,
Yeah, you thought he was the villain the whole
bro, you
time. You
killed our
like,
favorite
I can't be
character at the
saved,
halfway
bro.
point.
Yeah, like save yourself. Them save yourself. I said I got it. Like you're like, oh shit, he's a G. He going out like a G. Them shit's
Yeah,
always touch me here, right here, because you just realize you cannot save. I cannot be saved. The only way I could be of service is to just to give my life right now. You
yeah.
know?
That's the thing, though, man. Sometimes you gotta just know when to kill a character. Some characters
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, you
die,
gotta
bro.
kill. Somebody gotta die, man.
George
As a
R.
writer, I'm getting
George
into that
R. R.
now
Martin
too.
taught us that.
Yeah. And now right now I'm pushing myself. Like I got a lot of favorites and stuff that I write. And
Yeah.
sometimes I have like the intrusive thought that come in my head, like, yo, just kill this motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Chill, chill. We gotta develop it. I'm like, yeah. And then when you finish
like
developing,
say that
make
for
sure you
later.
kill
Say
that
that for later,
motherfucker.
bro.
And then I go, yo, you know what? You might got a point, man. I might need see some tears in some people's eyes. I need people to feel something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the bad guy, but I need you to feel something. Walk away from this thing feeling something, you know? Some shows did that to me too. They killed guys I really didn't want to go, you know? And
Yeah.
I've been very upset about that shit till this day. So it's like, you know what? The shit works. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, always great talking to you, my brother Corey. I'm trying to finish my book right now. I went through so many ups and downs, man, but it's almost done.
Okay.
Finishing this title, so hopefully I can see, maybe I can start seeing guys that I interview out on the convention route when we meet up. And, you know, on the construction sites, we always say, see you on the big one. So I see you on the next big one too.
All
All
right,
right.
bro. Appreciate you.
Maybe have a drink together or something like that, bro. But keep grinding. You definitely got a fan in me. And I can't wait to see what you guys are cooking up in there.
Oh yeah, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate the time.
Always, my brother. Anytime you got anything that you're dropping, any kind of big bills, and you wanna hold on, I'm trying to fix this thing. All right, there we go. Yeah, anytime you wanna come on the show, just shoot me a DM if you really promoting something or you got a launch or a big drop coming on. Just let me know, my brother.
I got you,
All
bro.
right, all right, man. Godspeed. Have a blessed night, man. Bless you and the family.
I appreciate you, bro. Likewise.
All right, have a good one.
You too.